If you're not quite sure if how you are paying yourself in your business is the right way to go, I want to give you a look into different ways that you can go about this, because ultimately you are the entrepreneur, you are the business owner. You can decide how you want to run your business and how you want to pay yourself. Now, I've done this differently personally, and I will tell you it has made a big difference in how I approach projects, how I see pricing projects, and definitely my stress levels. So when I first started, what I did was I took the project price, what the client was paying me. I deducted any expenses that I had for that project, and then the rest went into my pocket. And that's how that went. And then I had to start over again, finding the next client. Again, I would take that project amount, deduct the expenses, and the rest was put into my pocket. Now, that worked for a while, but it was stressful. And it's stressful because every single time you're depleting the account and you're going back to zero. Zero is not a stress-free number. So this is why I want to encourage you, if that is how you are paying yourself, to consider an alternative. And it will help you look at business a little bit differently. And the way that you can structure this is you can give yourself a flat rate, or you can even give yourself a percentage of every project, but you don't take it all. I like the flat rate because, one, I know what to expect every single month, and I can always give a bonus if I want one, I need one, but I know from that flat rate what I'm going to be getting. Whereas a percentage, it can fluctuate, and I'd rather have, for me, for my stress levels, know exactly what it's going to be, almost like you are getting paid from a job. You know specifically what to expect. But what happens as well is when you do this, when you look at projects, you are accounting for how much money you are going to be paid. So you're saying, well, this is how much money I'm going to receive out of this, or this is how many projects I need to have per month, how many clients I need to have per month, so that I can make sure that I'm paid this, and there's money left for expenses, and there's money that's just going to be left over in the business account, specifically just for the business. This is, again, what you can pay bonuses out of. You can always recoup that money later, but this gives you the freedom that if you have 5 projects one month and you have an overflow, you're still giving yourself that base salary. And then the next month, if you only end up with 2 or 3, you can still pay yourself that flat rate because you have money left in the business. So that's one reason, stress levels. I'm a big advocate for that. Anything that can reduce stress, because you can show up differently in your business when you're not concerned about the income, or as concerned because you're staring at a giant zero in your account. But also because this allows you to invest in your business. So there are times you've probably, if you've spent any time around Portable Entrepreneur, this channel, the website, you've heard me talk about revenue generating tools. And I think in your business, that's where you should start. What tools are actually going to generate me revenue? And you should not be afraid to invest in those tools. But what happens is, if you are paying everything out of your business and you don't have any money left over, it is really hard to part with any other money to be able to invest in those revenue generating tools. And then getting beyond that, tools that are going to help you do work faster, because when you get work done faster, you get results faster, you get more projects, you get paid faster, your revenue grows. So I always recommend that. So those are some of the reasons why I would consider giving yourself a flat rate. It allows you to look at your pricing structure differently. It allows you to make sure that you are doing the math correctly of how many projects you need and at what price point to be able to pay your business, be able to pay you as someone who's working in the business, and be able to pay for any expenses that you have, and still be able to invest without the stress so that your business will continue to grow.